morning. We have an appointment to film the Noctua and Cooler Master lines.
Welcome. Please proceed through the turnstile.
Supply lines trace from copper tube manufacturers in Japan and Taiwan, aluminum extrusion producers,
Noctua's SO2 bearing and Cooler Master's bearing component manufacturing, the precision bearing systems that determine fan longevity, acoustic signature, and vibration characteristics.
the first copper tube of the production shift being loaded into the wick fabrication station.
The SSO2 bearing is installed, then the rotor is seated, completing the motor. Finally, the robotics arm precisely aligns the second tower onto the heat pipe array. Spring-loaded screws are wrapped.
The controlled heat source simulates the CPU load. We measure the steady-state temperature and compare it against the thermal resistance specification. This peak right here represents the specific tonal noise we find most objectionable in the human hearing range.
Continuous operation at extreme temperatures and intense vibration verify bearing longevity against the 150,000 hour MTBF standard.
The manufacturer's NDA covering development product specifications and CPU platform roadmap information received under NDA from Intel and AMD. The CFD simulation clearly illustrates the pressure gradients across the fin geometry, revealing the turbulent structures essential.
We test the heat pipes for maximum heat transport capacity at different tilt angles and heat source configurations.
Condensate frames. By understanding psychoacoustics, we target the most objectionable noise characteristics. This allows us
The secure mount system utilizes a single mounting kit, ensuring seamless support for both LGA 1700 and through precise electroplating and anodizing, we achieve both the aesthetic finish and the critical corrosion protection our coolers demand.
ที่เท่าเส้นในตรงตอบทัดที่สาพีสามอย่าง 暑假呢算係試硬單眼，年退未散十里線點閃示，將咁
Look at the variation in this quadrant of the heat map.
It seems directly tied to the flow rate parameters we adjusted yesterday.
Then the stacks what a site now. Like the lanes and then tingles and offset UTCs. Like the trap wall lead a gensern slight in the
Look at the data reading here on the screen.
I see it. The interface looks good.
Taiwan's position as the center of CPU cooler manufacturing, the metal processing facilities, the fan manufacturers, and the assembly operations.
CPU coolers operating for a decade on the same system, the longevity of quality air cooling versus the liquid cooling solutions whose pump and radiator have defined service lives.
When considering end of life, air coolers utilize pure copper and aluminum.
For this build, I prioritized cooling performance. This dual tower setup ensures stability, and honestly, the RGB aesthetic is just stunning.
Under sustained gaming load, thermal stability allows for consistent frame rates. But as the heat rises, thermal throttling
The system, performing exactly as designed, all because of copper, aluminum, and water vapor arranged by Chen Yu's hands. Our advanced sintering process creates the perfect wick structure for the heat pipes, ensuring maximum thermal conductivity.
Leibniz Symphony-experience doppelt här. This the completion gemenkelt du Saxon basement.
The promotion went through. I'm officially regional manager now.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Following the contamination incident, we implemented strict point-of-use monitoring across all facilities to ensure water purity.